Here we have an MSI laptop. The customer said that he attempted screen replacement, and after doing so, laptop stopped working. We got it in and we tried it. It would come on for a split second and then turn back off. So we know that the laptop was working before, but after screen replacement, the laptop stopped working. So the first thing I want to do is inspect the LCD connector, and the board looks something like this. Okay, let's go ahead and inspect the LCD connector. And I do not have to inspect it under the microscope to see this. I was able to see it by just looking at the board with my naked eyes. And look at this. I see something blown here, and that's most likely a filter, a backlight filter. So maybe the screen was replaced without disconnecting the battery first, and that's what happened. Customer tried to insert the screen connector, and maybe he did it at an angle where two pins shorted out. That's possible. Let's go ahead and replace this, and I think that's what the problem is, because it's visible. We can see it. I do not think there's anything else wrong with the board, but sometimes it's just never that easy. We cannot apply hot air in this area because we're going to end up burning the LCD connector. And then good luck soldering that connector or a new connector back on. It's doable, of course, but you're going to end up spending a lot more time on this repair. And I'm not able to stick solder on this pad. Why? Right there. I believe that's a 601 filter. Let me check. And it looks like it. And by the way, we have all those filters for sale on our e-commerce site. 1001, 402, 603, 805. And we do not carry the 1206 because I never used the 1206 before. So I do not carry anything that we do not use ourselves. There may be a use for the 1206, but I never used it on any device. I used 805, 603, 402, 201s, 1005, especially on iPads. On iPads we use 201, 1005. We use 402s and 603s on iMacs also. Let's see, is 603 the right one, or is it too big? Perfect. Hopefully that will fix the problem. And if that fixes the problem, it will go on the record for being the fastest MSI Gaming laptop repair in the history of NorthridgeFix. Not counting that we had to disassemble this and reassemble it and all that stuff, but I'm talking about the motherboard repair. Nice and clean. Very nice. I just want to press down on it just a tiny bit. And that's it. The job is done. And that's most likely the backlight filter. But of course we cannot tell because we do not have any schematics or board view diagram for this laptop. And to be honest, I have not looked for one. But I know MSIs, it's very difficult to find schematics plus board view diagrams. I'm not interested in schematics alone. You need a board view diagram to see how those components are wired on the board. Okay, so we're done. I'm gonna hand this over to Big Boss to reassemble and test, and I'll be back to finish the video. So let me tell you what's happening now. We have good and bad news. The good news is the laptop is not shutting off anymore. It's turning on. Before we would press on the power button and the laptop would shut off after 1 second, in a split second. Right now the laptop is not shutting down anymore, but we are not seeing any image on the screen, on the laptop screen that was changed by the customer. So we connected an external monitor and we were able to see Windows on the external monitor, but not on the screen. So Big Boss is just double checking to see if the customer installed the screen properly and if anything will change. We do not know if that blown filter on the motherboard caused problems to the screen. So he just reinforced those connections on the screen, and let's see if that made any difference. Is it on? Yeah, you can tell the laptop is on, but again we do not see anything on the screen. Now the customer mailed over the old one, the old screen. Maybe we can try it and see if that will work. Maybe this screen is not good. So we're gonna try the old one, and it's a good thing the customer mailed over the old screen. At least we can try it and see if we see any light or any lines or anything at all. If we see anything on the screen, it means we fixed the problem, and the problem is the new screen. And nothing. External monitor, we're gonna check. No signal still. I mean, it's not a backlight issue because I'm not. Oh, here, right there. Yeah, I was able to see colors. Look at this. So the problem is the new screen the customer bought, because I'm able to see colors and backlight on the screen, but we saw nothing on the customer screen, the new screen the customer installed. So we know the problem is the screen. And look at the external monitor. It booted up. And that's it, the job is done. Maybe the screen went bad when that component, when the filter blew. Maybe that's what happened. Big Boss just called on me and he said that the new screen worked. How? I don't know. Okay, so the screen is good. Great, awesome. I do not know how that screen worked now. It did not work before. Maybe it was a connection issue, but it's working. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment if you have any questions, and we'll do something else in the next video.